on a beautiful, beautiful Friday, relaxed here in South Africa, Cape Town. Uh, Welcome back to our channel, Luno's Just Files, on a spiritual Friday music. Today, I have pulled out three albums that I feel are spiritually motivated and without even wasting time. Greetings to all of you guys, wherever you are. It could be good morning or good day or good afternoon, good evening, depending on the country you are watching from. Welcome back, guys. Without wasting time, I'm gonna start with this famous album that has been circling around the world, and this is an album where people can't stop uh, reviewing it all over the world. This is, I think, this is one of the most reviewed albums around the world. This is the album I'm talking about, guys. John Coltrane, A Love Supreme. I believe this is a spiritually motivated album, a beautiful gospelish, spiritual, spiritually orientated album. And this album was recorded in 1965 on an Impulse label. Stereo A77. It was released in 1965, but it was recorded in December 1964 with his classic quartet, which is McCoy Tyner on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. Um, the album represents Coltrane's spiritual musical expression, and it's an album where he's throwing gratitude to God after his drug instinct. He was addicted to drugs, and then after that stint, as a recovery, he dedicated this album to God to thank him from removing him from that bad habit. So this album is a spiritual album blended with powerful improvisations, and he on this album he acknowledges God. It's like a sort of a prayer, thanksgiving album, and a personal covenant to God. So the Love Supreme actually, it's a poem. I think it's written inside here. Um, for those that have this album knows it. It's a poem that ends with thank God at the end. A beautiful, beautiful poem. And it sold very, very well around the world, this album, after his other album that My Favorite Things. I think after My Favorite Things, this is the second best selling album of his time. And lastly, it was nominated or inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2016. So this album is just something else, I must say. Very spiritual. I really don't get tired of playing this. Beautifully recorded album all round, and the emotions on this album are like spiritually motivated. Elvin Jones rolling drums and the solos of Jimmy Garrison, McCoy Tyner there, pushing the group, the whole group, and the umbrella of all of them is Coltrane's saxophones, solos. Beautifully recorded album, and I should recommend this album to whoever is not inducted to it. So please get yourself this copy, beautiful copy. And the second album for today, that is a spiritual album also. It's an album that it's gospelish and spiritually motivated, and you rarely see this album being reviewed. Um, an album that has giants in it, but they are into spiritual mood on this album. And the album is recorded in 1980 in Bargozzi Studios in Milano. It was recorded in January 1980 with the giants here: Massa Bass on vocal, Fontella Bass on vocal, piano, and organ, David Piston on vocal, piano, and tambourine, and Amina Claudine Myers on vocal, organ, on piano, Malachi Favors Marco Start from with bass, and Philip Wilson on drums. This is an album I'm talking about, very spiritually motivated album. It says from the root to the source. Beautiful album, this one, spiritually motivated. I mean, look at the lineup. I just told you the lineup. Look at the lineup there. You know, it tells you that this is a gospelish album, but with fused with avant-garde, free jazz in between. There's improvisation in between. And for those that maybe didn't know, Massa Bass, here's a lineup here. Mm, Martha Bass was Fontella Bass's mother, and she was a religious singer or gospel singer in the church. And then that's where Fontella Bass learned how to play piano and also sang in the church. And David Piston on vocal and piano. He is Fontella Bass's brother also. So on this album is the mother, the daughter, and the brother. So David Piston is a Fontella Bass's brother, and they all were influenced by their mother in the church by singing, and then Fontella Bass met with uh, Lester Bowie, and they got married. That's where Fontella Bass was introduced to jazz music. Uh, her musical background was gospel until he met Lester Bowie, and that's when now we started seeing Fontella Bass on Art Ensemble of Chicago with her vocals and beautiful vocals on Fontella Bass. And the album is on Soul Note album label. I mean, it's on Soul Note. Is it? It says Soul Note 1006. Soul Note 1006. And I can say a lot about Amina Claudine Myers. She's a beautiful vocalist, a pianist, also brilliant pianist. On her albums, she's got her own very own albums. And Malachi Favors, what can I say? This is a topic for another day. we all know him on Art Ensemble of Chicago and playing with a variety of artists in and around the world. Philip Wilson, also a well-known drummer that is recorded with a number of artists, brilliant free jazz drummer also. Uh, I believe I have another album with him somewhere this side where it's a duet. I think with I love that album. It's a duet with Lester Bowie. I just can't get to its name, but I have it. I will review it some other time. A brilliant drama, Philip Wilson. And this album is reflecting evolving black musical traditions, and it's got the gospel infused with some jazz improvisation also. And Fontella also worked with David Murray on, I think I have a CD where she's featured on David Murray's album. So this is a beautiful album, guys, that I will just recommend for you guys to check it out. Brilliantly recorded also. Brilliant, brilliant album. Look at those photos also. Clean, clean photos. Beautiful, beautiful album, guys. So I would really recommend it for you guys to check it out, and let me know what you feel about it. Send me some response on it. And the last one that I feel it's spiritual to me is from our South African shores, also from our a giant that is still living, a pianist, brilliant pianist, a master, you know, uh, someone that I look up to also in terms of music. He has shared a lot in and around the world musically. He studied karate also, so he's just a master of this and that, musical and all that. I know that most of you, from what I just explained, you know exactly who I'm speaking about. And today I'm gonna review this album, Children of Africa, Abdullah Ibrahim or Dollar Brand, if you like, from recorded from Enja label. Mr. Dollar Brand was born in 1934. I think it was October 1934. And his real name is Adolf Johannes Brand. And then he converted to Islam religion in 1968, and he went to Mecca in 1970. Uh, his mother was a piano player also in church. I mean, the grandmother was a piano player in church, and his mother was a church leader also, not I mean a choir leader in church. So Dollar Brand's background in his home is musical, gospelish background, and he started playing piano. I mean, playing piano at the age of 15 in Cape Town, and in 1958 he formed his first trio group, and influenced by Kippy Moeketsi, whom he played with in a number of albums. And because of the South African laws and all that, and the apartheid years, Dollar Brand got married to Satima Bia Benjamin where they relocated to Europe in Zurich in 1962, and they started their musical. I mean, they started musical journey that side also. I believe in Zurich 1963, that's when Duke Ellington noticed them, and he invited them to play with. And that's where now Dollar Brand got an international recognition from that time up to this present date. Um, uh, this album called Children of Africa, it was recorded in and credited in 1976, recorded in 1976 in January in New York City. And here the trio is with Cecil McBee on bass, one of the brilliant bassists around, and Roy Brooks on drums. So this trio is special. And Dola Brand plays piano, soprano sax, and vocal on this album. One brilliant, brilliant album, I must say, very spiritually motivated. Um, as you can see, there is a lineup there, and the track list is there also. The album is brilliant from first track to the last track, both sides. But there's one special song that I feel, that's a spiritually motivated track. It's called Ishmael. Um, he's saying it in Islamic whatever. Uh, this is it's a Islamic prayer, I think. Brilliant, brilliant, and a very nice long track, 12 minutes. This is one track that is very close to me, and I really encourage you guys to listen to this album if you didn't have it. It's one album that you can just um, um, get and listen to what he has to offer on this one. And on this album, his commitment is the reflection of the African identity, and brilliant, brilliant recorded album. And there's other albums from his side here on Enja albums. I think they've showed others. Uh, there you go. There is other albums on Enja label that you can check them out. Luckily, I have them also. So, as I was saying, these three albums are spiritually motivated to me. Please check them out and comment on the comment section. Let me know what you think about these three albums, and also share with us on the comment section the albums of your choice that we should check out. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Until the next one, cheers, guys, from South Africa. Cheers.